So today's topic is transferring from another artist over to us here in Browtique Ireland, and what you can expect and how your expectations can be managed. So we would always recommend, both myself and Aisling, that you come for a consultation if you've left your old artist and you want to come and have the work done with us here in Browtique Ireland. And firstly, we'd always inquire as to why you left your previous artist. It's quite possible that they've moved out of town or they've gone back to their country, which may not be Ireland. You might not like the way that they did your eyebrows. They could have used cheap pigments. You mightn't have liked their setup from the get-go. From a safety point of view, we need to know why you want to transfer across to us. And this is part of the exploratory way of us making sure that what we deliver is going to meet your expectations. And here's the reason why. So if you are unhappy with your previous artist's work, it's very likely that we're not going to fit the bill either. So therefore, if you didn't like their work, we ask specifics, as in, what is it you don't like about it? Is it the way you don't like the colour? Do you not like the shape? Do you not like the way that it healed? What specifically do you not like about the previous artist's work? Because a lot of the time it's due to education, that the artist may not have told you that you had a certain treatment done, but this is the way that you're going to heal, possibly. 50%, just so that you know, that 50% of the result is the work that we do, and the other 50 is the aftercare that we expect you to do. And I have noticed over the last number of years that clients transfer over to us and they didn't follow the aftercare that the previous artist asked them to do and then give out about them. So if you were unhappy with the last artist, it's very likely that you're going to be unhappy with us as well. So that's why we want to know specifically, why do you not like, or what do you not like? Oftentimes it's the shape, and no microblading goes ahead, usually with any artist, unless you 100% approve the shape. Nobody bullies you into having a shape. You're very much part and parcel of the process. So the shape, really, if you're not happy with the shape, it's quite possible that you are 50% in part to this. The healing and how it healed. You know, the treatment that you had, you know, may not necessarily be specific for your skin, but your skin also may not necessarily have received the pigment in the fashion that the microblader might have liked. So our skin is an organ. It's a very unpredictable organ at that. And this work is not linear. It's not one and done. And as you know, the work is not guaranteed. We have it on our consent form. You sign that consent form. And when somebody's transferring over to us, we really welcome very old work. It's totally faded. It's 5-7 years old. And we suggest then that you start the whole process over with us again. And once you become a client of ours, then you actually have the benefits of the annual colour boost fees, which is, you know, way less than anybody else's fees. So once you become a client of ours, you can enjoy those benefits of the tiered annual colour boost. However, if the work done by the previous artist is an unusual shape, or if it's turned funky colours, or, you know, completely mad shape, we won't work with you until the old work is removed or is faded totally. So there's no point in us making promises that what we do to cover up old work that's kind of funky and mad, that it's going to work and that we are going to be the answer to your prayer. No, we're not. And that is why it's so important that you come for your consultation, either with myself or with Aisling, so that we can discuss what we can do for you. We can't correct, we never proclaim to correct, but we can improve. If the shape is funny or funky, that you approve, by the way, we can help most, but we can't help everybody. And I think through education and through a proper, thorough consultation, we make sure that you understand what we can do, and most often what we can't do. A lot of people I actually send away and send them off to have either laser done, or we now do a lightning treatment here but it does entail you having scabby brows for a whole week. It's quite expensive, and it also entails you coming back for a minimum of 5 visits, so that'll take over a whole year. So our number one request when people want to transfer over to us here is that I love your hair stroke pattern, Olive. I love what you do. I'd like to transfer over. Can you help? Can you help me? And this is what I have. And let me explain why we cannot help that person. And I would say, yes, I have no problem working with you, but a hair stroke pattern is just not going to work for you. So if you transfer over to us and we take you on as a client and you have an eyebrow that's like this, whereby it's fully shaded like this, we can do a colour boost. I can either do a blade and shade technique on you, or Aisling can do her micropigmentation on you, but we cannot do hair stroke and for you to expect that the hair stroke is going to replace the work that you've already had done. So here I've put hair strokes over a previous powder brow. So powder brows can't become microbladed hair stroke brows no matter how much we try. The technique is used, but the old work is still peeking through. So this is the old work, this is ours over the old work, and the old work is still peeking through. So in between all those spaces, our work is there, but your work is peeking through. And if it's a funny colour, it's going to peek through even more. We will discuss with you that yes, we can do a blade and shade technique, or we can do a powder brow, or Aisling can do micropigmentation. It's your only option. Like funky colours cannot be corrected. They can't always be corrected, and we would on occasion say, I'm really sorry, I can't take on your work. I may be able to help you and I might be able to improve, but I can't correct. So we never proclaim to correct. Yes, we may be able to improve, but the expectation from your point of view is should be through education, is that we will do the best we can for you, but you may not in your head get what you are expecting, and we never proclaim to give you a guarantee in relation to how microblading works. It's quite possible that the previous artist did exactly what we do and your skin received it differently. Okay, the shape cannot be changed, period. So that is why we take so long in the whole drawing and mapping process at the start of your treatment. It's not as if you can decide, well, actually, I don't like that shape. Can you put this one up here and can you put that one down there? You can't move it. It's a tattoo on your face. So therefore, sometimes we can agree to maybe map out the new shape, and if the old tattoo is within that, well, happy days. However, that old tattoo will still peek through, but we will have discussed the expectations. So, and bear in mind that if you have very long tails with your previous artist, look, your face, as we get older, it goes south. Your tails will come down south with it. So, and that's part of the aging process. So be very, very cautious when you're approving eyebrow shapes, when you're looking for a tapered tail. I usually recommend a little bit of a lift with the tail. So yes, myself and Aisling, we're both professionals. That doesn't mean that we have all the answers. It just means that we have been at this work for a certain length of time, 11 years in my case, and 40 years as a nurse, and with Aisling nearly 2 years now, and 25 years as a nurse. So sometimes the ask is too big, and there's times that, and be prepared for this, that we may occasionally reject you as a client. Will we be able to help you? Most probably. Will we have a solution? Most likely. Will it be perfect? No, that's too big an ask. Hair strokes, as it is, we have difficulty with hair strokes holding as hair strokes, even sometimes on the youngest of skin, and the most beautiful of normal skins. Hair strokes don't always hold. So if you in your head feel that you'd like to have hair strokes done over previous work, no, it's not going to work. So it's no different to us very occasionally saying to clients, I don't think you should do it. And we'd advise clients also, 2, by way of explanation, I'm not happy to do what you're looking for me to do to your eyebrows. And we would advise you to continue on your research. You're going to find somebody who will, may not necessarily be us though. So our opinion is drawn from our years of work. Is it foolproof? God no. No, we don't make promises, we don't give guarantees, but we will do our best to help you. So, book in for your consultation. Both Aisling and I will give you a very, very honest approach in relation to how we can help you. If we feel we can't help you, it's quite possible that we won't take you on. All right, I hope that helps.